this is a good one. Haven't had a shot this clear in a long time. What can you see in it, Eos?
I see nothing, John. I see nothing. You have once again captured a picture of stars you can already see through your own window.
Ouch. Okay then, I guess this isn't a great picture. Are you sure there's not even one speck of a planet in this one? Alright, I get it.
Can we please play chess instead?
I'd really rather not.
Calling it International Rescue. International Rescue. Please reply.
Uh-oh, sounds like we've got another job. Channel it through, Eos.
Okay.
This is Thunderbird 5 of International Rescue. What is your situation?
Situation.
Yes. What is your emergency?
I'm not the one with the emergency, sir. There are plenty of other people who may need your help. You may never know how much.
I believe this man is suspicious.
Shh. Sir, if this does not have anything to do with an emergency, I'm going to have to hang up.
Oh, there's no need for that. I do know of an upcoming emergency. I know of several, in fact. You may be interested to hear about the 13-year-old boy who will fall down a mountainside in the Canadian Rockies on June 12th. Or how about this? The military frigate that will be raided by pirates on May 5th. Would you like to hear what will happen to Juby Felix on August 19th?
Who is this speaking?
I've met some of your friends long ago. Do you not remember?
I don't. Now, is this prank call of yours finished?
One more thing.
What?
In 2 days from now, on April 10th, 2069, a Category 4 hurricane will strike in the town of Cherusan. It will wreak a level of havoc not seen in years. When this disaster strikes, you will be the ones burdened with protecting the innocent.
Why should I believe this hurricane will happen?
I never expected you to. Make of it what you will.
Hello? Hey, hello?
This call has ended.
What in the world was that all about? Was he drunk? Well, whatever he was on about, he's gone now.
Do you believe the man, John?
Huh? No. Of course not, Eos. What reason would I have to? Let's say we do go ahead with this, Brains. 2 months in, we'll have resumes from all across the world, most likely. Once we've gone through them and picked the best candidates, we've already made contact with hundreds, maybe thousands of people. The risk of a security hazard would be at an all-time high. We can't just expect to wait for the application process to go through, Mr. Tracy. The hiring process is naturally a one-on-one system. This is near futile. If I knew International Rescue would need more members over time, I would have outlined a process before we became operational. Now we're scrambling to work around security measures that we can't hope to dismantle. Let's pause for a minute. We've been at this for what? How long? 2 hours. What? Actually, I only just started counting 2 hours ago. You've probably been working longer. Good lord. Take a moment, both of you. What would our new members think if they came to an interview with a boss that's hardly awake? Why don't we tone things down and play a game? Sure, Scott. That sounds great.
Emergency preparedness is ordering everybody in the Chiryusen area to prepare on immediate evacuation. The order has come very suddenly, but make no mistake, it is very much meant to be taken seriously. Satellites report that a possible Class 2 hurricane is approaching the area by tomorrow afternoon. Further analysis will take place throughout today.
The U.S. hasn't had a major hurricane in ages, probably even decades. That is an area in which hurricanes are more likely. I suppose that if one were to strike, it would be there. You think this could be a real problem? I don't know, Scott. It's definitely something to keep an eye on, though. I'll tell John to monitor any developments of a storm from Thunderbird 5. If anything happens, he'll be there to hear it first. Hello, Father.
Hi, John. This may be a bit of an abrupt request, but I need you to monitor something for us.
Of course. How can I help? There's a possibility of a Class 2 hurricane striking Chiryusen. Nothing's guaranteed, but I feel we should be prepared in case we're needed. You said Chiryusen, Father?
That's right. Have you heard about it already?
Father, something strange happened today. I thought nothing of it at first, but now you might need to hear about it. It's bogus. It has to be. But he placed such emphasis on the part about the hurricane. And really, this would be a major coincidence. Could he be a devious insider at a weather station? He could have gained knowledge of a hurricane before it actually happened. Yes, that's a logical explanation. Well, that settles it then. He sounded like he was taunting John anyway. I don't know, Scott. The whole thing is just ominous.
That much is for sure. Something's up here.
It's like the sailors used to say in the old days. Never ignore the storm bringers. The what? You know, someone on a ship who sees signs of a storm approaching, Scott. They were never to be ignored, because otherwise, the storm would catch them off guard. Oh, this is different, Dad. We shouldn't take much note of this whack. We've had plenty of false calls before. I'm sure other rescue teams get way more than we do. It happens all the time. Don't trouble yourself with it, Scott. I'll keep an eye on the hurricane and let you know if it comes to fruition. You all stick to your lives. Speaking of which, Dad, Brains, have you two been sleeping? You look awful. Sure. All right. I'll leave you three then. The local Chiryusen government has issued a mandatory order to get out of the city immediately. Police will not arrest anyone who chooses to stay in the city, but, and I cannot stress this enough, choosing to stay will not benefit you in the slightest. With reports of a Class 3 hurricane approaching Chiryusen, there are currently last-ditch efforts to evacuate consenting civilians from the city, along with any vital supplies that can be moved in time.
All entry roads to the city
What a
have now been
mess.
reversed by
They
the
named it Hurricane Wade. Supposed to be the worst American storm in the last 30 years.
Leaving Chiryusen, but there's 8 lanes of traffic leaving the city.
Okay, let's run through this again. Window boards? Check. Loose objects stored away? Check. Everyone's here. Here. And we're set. No hurricane is gonna beat our home tonight. Norman, did you get gas from a car? Yes, dear, I did. You only asked me to about 10 times. Doubt we'll need it, though. No way I want to head out there when the storm hits. Yeah, me neither. But who knows? Anything can happen in these strange times. Which reminds me, Kira, tell your mother that we're all set. Oh, right. She's probably worried sick. You okay, Jack? Yeah, Mom. Hi, Mom. Everything's set up and ready. We'll be alright.
Oh, thank goodness. I tell you, I've never been through a hurricane, but from all the people who've told me about them, we'll be in for a long night.
Then it's a good thing we've got plenty to do here. If you get lonely or afraid in this room, just call for us. We'll be happy to spend some time with you.
Afraid? Dear, nothing scares you when you've lived as long as I have. It just doesn't hurt to anticipate the worst. But you know I enjoy company in this old box of a room. If Jack won't get off his phone, bring the cards up here and we'll have a game or two.
Great idea. I'm going down to see the others now. If you need anything, just holler and let me know.
Of course, dear. Look after yourself.
Love you, Mom.
John, you look troubled. Are you thinking about the caller's warning?
It's not just that anymore, Yas. That was my first strange call, but now I've got lives to worry about in this situation.
Your brothers are brave people, John. If anyone is endangered by Hurricane Wade, you know they will stop at nothing to protect them.
That'll always know for sure. This is a big deal. Can we really save everyone in this case?
This is a very tough storm that Jason has ahead of it, and we advise all residents staying in the area to take as much caution as needed.
My word, it's on every channel.
She's getting real bad out there now. Didn't think we could get this much rain in a day. Oh, dang! What? There was our front door welcome sign that just blew past. Don't you live 3 blocks away? Exactly!
Norman, I'm worried that a tornado might touch down at this rate. I'm bringing Jack downstairs.
What about your mother?
I wish I could help her too, but we can't hope to move her with her oxygen equipment attached.
Annie is a tough soul, Kira. She'll be alright. Go bring the kid.
Right.
Mom?
Son, come downstairs. You might need to hide in the basement soon.
Kira? Can you turn the lights off in here?
One sec, Mom.
Boy, I'm sorry to get you up, but it's not like we can all get much sleep like this anyway. The house sounds like it's breathing. Yeah, it sure does, kiddo. Don't worry, though. Your old man didn't spend all that time preparing to look good. We've got a fully fortified house to keep us dry. Now, let's find something to do. We really gotta break this tension. Well, great. Jack's too tired to play cards, Norman. Let the kid sit, but don't let him fall asleep. If a tornado does come, I want him to be ready to move. Are you sure this place is fortified enough? Jess, you take a good look outside of those boards, those drainage holes we dug, and tell me we ain't ready. They built these homes sturdy, you hear? There's people who do inspections on them before they're sold for these situations. Now what in the... What do you see, Norm? Yeah, don't know. Must have been the wind. Kira!
Oh dear, I forgot about Mom. Coming!
No, Kira, stay. I think something's wrong outside. How can you tell? It's all a great mess out there. Is the house gonna fall in, Mom? Not this house, son. Our home is built to rule. Really,
What is that racket? Can we all just calm down? Probably a loose sign or something. Whatever it is, when it hits us, we won't be stirred.